Good morning, guys. Lillian with Lily Ray's Collection. I am back to continue the project for my printable templates. I decided to change the cover to what the interior was originally, so I just changed my cover. I think it's a lot prettier. We're going to continue with the project, and I do have to say up front, in my third video, that is, printable templates for standard traveler's notebook number 3, I misspoke when I gave you the page measurements, and I do apologize for that. I went back to that video and I put underneath that description that the pages should be cut here 4 3/8 by 7 7/8, and that is video number 3. If, however, you have already started this and you've taken the measurements that I gave you prior, which I believe was 4 by 7 1/4, we can still make this work. And I'll show you the adjustments, because throughout my pages I'm going to have to make the adjustments. Once again, I do apologize for that. That's why I don't like giving out measurements, but it was my fault. So I want to make sure that you understand that, and that you can still salvage the journal. So with that said, we are going to be making adjustments throughout before we put in our belly bands, our pockets, and whatever else we're going to be putting in here. So let's get started. All right, so let me see. We've done that. This page we didn't do anything to. I may come back to this page and put a pocket on there. Not sure. We'll see. But this pocket, for example, since the measurement, I want you to see that, since the measurement was just a tad bit off. Can you see that? Let me stand up. Just a tad bit off. What I did was I went to my school board and just scored it. And that's the difference that you're going to see throughout. I mean, it's not a major difference, but, you know, it was my error in giving you those measurements. So go ahead and make these adjustments, and then you can just use your template. Okay? So that should work. And I used my EK Tool scoreboard to make these adjustments. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take this tape off. If I could find. I should. Okay. Alright, so let's take the tape off. Okay, so that should fit just fine. Just have a little piece of paper there. See that? That should fit just fine. so we're gonna you could use your bone folder to burnish this down. Right, and then here, what do we have here? Oh, we have the belly band and the envelope. So, where's my belly band? I have my belly band around here somewhere. I still have it in my book. Oh wait, I think I have it in here. Actually, here's the belly band. So see how this fits the outside of your pocket? It fits okay. I still had to make the adjustment. And I just made the adjustment on the scoreboard. If you cut your paper to 4 3/8 and 7 7/8, all of your templates will fit perfectly. I don't know how I made such a mistake, but we're gonna move on. Okay, see, this is just a little bit bigger because the paper is a lot shorter. So what I'm going to do is, you see that's about a 1/4 inch. I'm just going to go back to my scoreboard. And take that 1/4 inch off. I'm going to cut my piece there. And now it fits perfectly. So I'm using Distress Oxide inks, Ranger Tim Holtz, and that's Walnut Stain. Let me take this out. Let's go ahead and ink our belly band. And let me look at the oh, okay, this one is a single belly band, so we're gonna go ahead and put that down. I want to put it down like this. Alright, let's use our tape. I'm using scrapbook.com tape, 1/4 inch tape. This. Put it this way. Okay, and now we want to, I know I have to print out the envelope for that. We have to print out the envelope and do the oh geez, the paper clip. The paper clip. Isn't this beautiful? Yes. And a tag. Okay, so let's do that. I think I want to use this for the paper clip. Or maybe this. Maybe we'll use this. It's a top of a door type chandelier. So I think we're going to use that. Use all of the scraps that you can. So for that, I'm going to use that particular paper clip. Let me just grab a couple of things and I'll be right back. Alright, now I've printed out the envelope that we're going to be using in that page that we're working on. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. And I'm going to be cutting on the outside of the lines there. So let's go ahead and separate these envelopes just on the outside of that line. Just like that. This one we're going to use later on. So just keep it in your pile. And this we're going to cut all the way around. And you'll see this line here, just use that, and these dark edges there, just use that as a guide. And the same thing with this. You could see the lines faintly, but you can see the lines. I'm going to use my envelope punch board, which is what I made this envelope with, to punch this out. If not, you can just take a pair of scissors and cut it out just the same. Just like that. Okay? And then I round the corners with this corner rounder. My corner rounder is going on this contraption, because sometimes it cuts it a little, like, not completely round. There it is. Okay, now we have an envelope, and we're going to take our score mat here, EK Tools scoreboard, and just line it up with your lines that you've put onto the scoreboard. This is to see the top and bottom of your line so that it doesn't get wonky. And gently score that. I love that this paper is double-sided. And I am going to ink my edges. Just the top, the ones that you're going to see. Side. I'm going to use my ATG gun to go ahead and seal this envelope. You can also use glue. Of course, I went outside of my lines. Oh my God, today's just not my day. But we're gonna use it. All right, so we're gonna take this, and this does have an insert. I'm going to use this side. The insert is right here. I use the ATG tape to put these down, and that is strong tape and it tears it, so you have to be careful when you use it. So I'm going to, okay, that fits there. This is, let me cut it this way. And this way we don't waste this piece. Okay, I'm going to just put that right up there. I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to use my corner rounder. You can also use your scissors. But I have my corner rounder, and then just take away the lines that you've drawn on there. Okay, now we are going to ink the edges. Right, why waste paper if you have some scraps that you can actually use? And I'm going to ink both sides. Okay, you can put it in this way, and you have your envelope ready. And then when we make the paper clip, it's going to tuck under here, and the paper clip is going to hold it there. So let's just leave it there. I think, let's see, maybe I'll use, this is scrap. I was testing. This is scrap, so I think I'm going to use, let me see something. This has stickers. Let me see the stickers. Maybe we won't have to cut this paper, and we could use that for pockets. Well, let me put my template back. Always put your template back, because if it gets lost, then you're going to have to reprint your stuff, so. And this is the insert for the smaller envelope, so when we use it, that's what we'll be using. And here's I also have this. Let's see if we can use this. Okay, so we want to make the, oh, maybe we can make the paper clip with this, one of these instead. So I want to use some pink. Let's see. I'm going to use this one that says Beauty. And then I'm going to take, oh look, this looks about the same size, right? But I like this side better. So I'm going to, oh wait, I gotta put my paper clip down first. Alright, so I'm just gonna put that there. I have to cut this almost to size. And again, I'm gonna eyeball this. There we go. And get my paper clip. Gonna get my large paper clip. And we're going to do a little dip in it, just like that. This is the part that you're going to be using. So I'm going to get my tape. I have some white tape that I use to tack it down. And then just tack it down like this, just to give it more stability. And then we're going to take the glue even though that backing has adhesive, I want to make sure that it is going to stay down. I'm sure you don't need this much glue. I have my wipes. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take this one that says Capture, place it on top of here. Oh, I didn't want the clip to show, but look at that. Alright, so I'm going to make it just a little bit higher so that the clip doesn't show. And then, look what I did. I put my paper clip down on the side that I wanted to use. And then you're going to take your scissors and just cut along these lines. That's behind it, so you're not going to see it right there. And cut it on the bottom. And there you have your paper clip. Captured moments, time, remember, smile, memories. Let's put that over here. Okay, so now let's see how we can embellish it a little bit. Oh, that one's plain. Grab my page. It's still a little wet. Ink your edges. And then you could just put it there. I like it. I like it a lot. And there you have that page. Okay. Let's go ahead. We have to make a tag for this insert. So let's do that. I'm gonna take this should fit. Yep. So I'm going to take this scrap, this one, because I want to use it to trace out my tag. And so just make sure you hold it down and trace that all the way. Oh wait, I just noticed you have to have the paper in the right direction. So let's use this side. I can erase the other side in a minute. So if your paper's directional, make sure you pay attention to that so that everything is going in the right direction. Okay, now I'll use the inside of that line. I try my best never to waste. So every inch of this paper that you see here will be used in this book. And then you're going to cut on the, of course, inside of that line. So we're going to ink this. sides. Now, I don't know that I'm going to put a hole punch in that. Let me see. I do have that ribbon that I could use. And I also have my hole reinforcements. And the way to tone this down is just by putting a little bit of the brown ink right over it. So you could still see that it's pink, but just lightly. There you go. Alright, so I am going to use this one. And then one in the back. Actually, I'm going to put the one in the back once I make the hole. So I'm going to use a Fisker's hole punch. I believe this is 3/16. And now we're going to put that one in the back. I don't have the gray, so I'm going to go with what I have here. Oop. Okay. And then we can use one of these. Let's see. A friend knows the song in your heart and sings it. Let's do every day a new story begins. Because I believe that it's going to be long enough. I want to put it down this way. So this one would work. And you could use these or even the butterflies. I think I want words. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Be bold in your dreams. I'm gonna use this one here like this. Oh wait, I gotta ink it up. Remember to ink your stuff up. I always forget. Right, just because it's a tag, it doesn't have to be dull or the same all the time. You have to think outside the box. I love layering. So layer, coordinate, layer, layer, and coordinate. Should I do it from here down? Okay, I think we're going to just try and center that. Let me stand up for this. I'm going to use that to line this up. Whoop. Like that. Okay. So we have that. then we can take this, and I want to so we have that, and I think I want to add a butterfly. These butterflies, oh, I'm sorry, you can't see. These butterflies are individual butterflies. So I'm going to go ahead put that there. Isn't that pretty? All right, and then let me put a little heart over here on the bottom. Actually, let me put it like this. We can just add 2 little hearts going upward, just like that. Okay, so we're done with our tag. I guess I gotta cut these things a little bit. Let's do the angle cut. And then that goes in there. You can just tuck that in, and it goes right in there. Alright guys, well, we've completed this page and this page, so we are going to leave it right there because I'm trying to keep these 30 minutes and under, so that I can go ahead and provide you with the next one. So I love the way the tag came out, and all it takes is just a minute to embellish, and then this is your hidden paper clip. Alright guys, so thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in our next video. Thank you.